My camera angle's different. Big whoop. New angle for just this video before I move into a new place. And listen to my new EP on Spotify, right guys? Hi. Happy Monday. I was looking at my YouTube analytics the other day, and after seeing that I broke 200,000 subscribers, thank you everybody for the support, love you very much, I was horrified to see another statistic that just broke my heart. YouTube told me that 99% of my audience are single, lonely, sad losers. It's completely true. Joe, show the statistic that says that. You see? That's proof right there. And although I'm in a happy relationship and I need no help whatsoever, I found someone who's willing to help me help you guys find someone and hold on to them, as long as you're a woman who is interested in men. Today we are looking at a creator on TikTok by the name of Heartbreak Nino 617. He is a man from the United States of America. He is 5 feet and 9 inches tall. He weighs 155 pounds. He's an Aries, just like myself, even though I'm told that I give off Jamini vibes. And he's a rapper. Some would consider me to be a rapper, so I'd like to get a look into Heartbreak Nino's music career, perhaps. And the cherry on top, I got in contact with him and I have an interview with him in 3 hours. So as we browse his TikTok, I'm going to show you bits and pieces of the conversation we had that I'm sure will enlighten me with knowledge about how women can find a man and please him. So let's just get right into it and check out Heartbreak Nino on TikTok. Nino, can I call you Nino?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. How's it going?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm pretty good. So to start, I just want to ask if you could give us a quick rundown on who Heartbreak Nino is, what he's all about, what we need to know before we jump in to get context on who you are.
Well, Heartbreak Nino is a young American kid who just has dreams of being the #1 rapper on the planet. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm 24 years old. I'm from Massachusetts. Just had a passion about relationships, having experience, and just really voicing my own opinion on it. And it just happened to blow up.
So rapping is like your main, what you want to do. That's your passion at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And what you're doing right now is just like a vessel towards that, right?
Yeah, I didn't even think it was going to happen like this, to be honest.
If I can give some dating advice to women.
Okay, so right off the bat, our first TikTok that Heartbreak Nino has ever uploaded is his advice to women when dating.
I would tell you, #1, there's 2 types of guys in this world. There's more the leadership, alpha, dominant type of guys like myself, usually
So there's 2 types of guys in this world. You have dominant alpha leadership males such as Nino here.
Or there's more of the submissive type of guy who likes to let his women lead and she's more of the breadwinner. My advice to you is experiment with both. Most women always are trying to be more dominant in a relationship with submissive guys, so that's normal, okay? But why don't most of you guys try to chase and be with more dominant type of guys, but you don't be submissive. Try being submissive. See what makes you feel better. And the thing is you guys think submissiveness is bad. What are you talking about? Submissiveness is the most feminine trait. That's why I can't be submissive. It doesn't feel natural to me. Being a leader, being dominant, being a man and masculine, it's the most masculine thing you could do is lead. Most of you women are submissive, right? When you're submissive to the universe, trusting your intuition, not chasing, sitting back, waiting, that's submissive to the universe.
Okay, how can I summarize what I just listened to? What Nino's trying to say here is that women are naturally submissive. That's the most feminine trait. You submit to your alpha male. And he can be submissive because he's an alpha, and that's the opposite of what he's dominant as a person. His 5'9" stature towers over any submissive creatures below him looking to be dominated. For women out there, a lot of women try to be alpha, right guys? Are you following me? No idea what's going on. In your first video, you called yourself a leadership, alpha, dominant. Yeah, the type of guy who is like the breadwinner of the relationship. How do you think in your life you sort of rose to that title?
I don't know. I just feel like if you're going to date a girl, you should always pay for everything. If you're with a girl should always be like following the man, and like just being a peaceful type of woman. So I think that's where it came from. Just as a man, I'd rather be the person who can have the money than have to ask somebody for something.
Do you think,
There's a fine line, though, between being the leader and the man of the relationship and then it is to be like a trick. A trick is a guy who just, buy me a Birkin, hey, I'll just buy you this, buy you all. No, like, that's not what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? If we
Yeah,
go
we're
out,
not just handing out money.
nah, we ain't doing stuff like that. You crazy?
No way. So one thing that I've always wondered out there is in the, alpha lifestyle of TikTok.
Mind you, I never said I was alpha male on the thing, which is funny that people say.
I think you use like the hashtag alpha though in your TikToks, right?
Nah, I don't. It's just people like all the people who are like talking about me and stuff. They're the ones who said alpha male, and like I never said alpha male. Only thing I did tag is red pill, but I never put alpha.
No way. It does say right here on your TikTok. It says the first TikTok you ever posted, hashtag alpha.
All right, I don't know, but I never said it in like the video that blew up. So
What is the red pill lifestyle? What does that mean? I know the term came from the Matrix, but I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. I don't know what there is to know about that.
I would say that the red pill is basically just being aware of female nature. I would say that the red pill is basically just being aware of.
Let's just go to the next one. I'm not really sure if I can follow Nino with this one, but I'm sure he'll be giving some more advice later. Let's see what he has to say.
Ladies, hear me out. Women say that all men want to do is have sex with them.
It's not true. Come on.
You are correct.
Oh.
Because men are biologically programmed to be like that. That's what testosterone does. It creates high sex drive, ambition. And it blocks the emotions.
Oh, he's got a cat back there. When he says men only want to have sex, does he mean that they only want to have sex ever? Like any action that they're putting forward would like to be sex? Or are they saying in a relationship all they want to do is have sex? Because that's a lot to admit to, you know? I feel like there's a lot of different things going on in a relationship, and if the only thing on his mind is sex. But listen, I'm not the coach here, you know? He's got hashtag dating coach in his profile, hashtag red pill, hashtag Latina. I don't know what that has to do with it, but I'm going to sit back and let him talk about how we're biologically programmed. Like, there's some scientist coding all of the males in the world, and they all have crazy sex drive, and that's how we're built.
Me no want any other ambition. Only sexy.
I wish I didn't say that. Let's just move on to the next one.
How can a woman be more high value or...
Okay, so right off the bat, guys, let me calm you guys down. This sounds like Nino is going to talk about how women have value and how they're like objects and how, they're like a product in a store. But I can assure you he is going to flip this on its head and make it seem a lot less objectifying than it is, okay? Just calm down before the hate comments ensue.
Number one, we have to understand the definition of high value. High value is determined by the buyer in the market that wants it, if it's in demand. So if I have a product, the value of that product is determined by the market and the people that want to buy that product.
But they're not like an object, Nino. That's what you're saying.
Number one thing, let's just be honest, it's attractiveness.
Oh.
Most Americans and people around the world don't understand BMI based on their height. You have to be, the best shape possible. I do it. I'm in the best shape possible at my height and my weight, okay? Number two, you have to be feminine. Stop being masculine. Stop trying to be competitive and trying to compete with a man. No man wants that.
So guys, Nino here is putting down the pitchfork and he's saying, listen, I'm going to set the record straight. Not a single man wants a masculine woman. He's saying not one man wants that. And so if you want to raise your value in the store so the buyers want you. Okay, yeah, it's starting to sound a lot like he's making them seem like they're objects men are shopping for. Maybe I'm misunderstanding because Nino wouldn't do this to me, I know Nino. Well, I don't know him yet. I haven't done the interview, but I'm sure in that interview he's not going to treat women like they're not human beings, There's no way. You talk a lot in your videos about women needing value, if you want to put it in your own words, how would you explain it?
As a woman, you should give yourself the best opportunity to get the best option possible. And to do that is to be the best you possible. And the best you possible, at the end of the day, if you're a heterosexual woman, you want to be the best you possible for the guy that you're trying to get. Fold his clothes or some shit. I don't freaking know. Do something that would if he's every time you guys go out, he's paying for you and doing you right. You don't even have to spend $1. I think it's just a give and take type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Why most men don't single moms.
Female Game 101.
Okay, so this is Female Game 101. It is a college course that's taught by Heartbreak Nino. I actually took it when I went to Alpha University in the 80s, and he's a great professor. If you look him up on Rate My Professors, he's got a good score across the board. He is a little tough on the at-home stuff. There is a lot of homework that he sends home with you, but the tests are a breeze if you really take the study material and you work with your classmates on how to succeed, you know? It's your run-of-the-mill female game course, you know?
Get a man to emotionally invest. The #1 trick out the book. Making a man make the first move, okay?
Don't you think it's weird when people call them tricks? Don't you need to, like, go on a date and not feel like you have to put up a wall and work on some tricks and tips and do all these fancy little things? I feel like you should just, you know, have a good time, hang out, see if you like the person. But let's see what Nino has to say. Maybe there are a couple of tricks up his sleeve that would help you get a man to emotionally invest in you.
You make the first move all the time. That's fine. You're a man, you're assertive, you'll lead, it's fine, whatever, right? Because whoever goes to the first initiates the first move, the person who's waiting on the other side, they kind of have the leverage, right? That doesn't matter though, because there's ways around it. Maybe I'll make a video on that, all right? A #2 way is she validates you every time you chase her. If a female's validating, or like she stops answering or ghosts you or whatever, and you hit her up and she validates you by showing you a lot of attention, she's trying to get you to emotionally invest in the M word. You know what that word means.
So you have people like Destiny down here saying, I like to text and get to know the person before we go out just to understand their vibe first. Y'all act like everything's a game. But Heartbreak Nino does have a good point when he responds, because he just says, nah. Can people just date like normal people without all these games? Heartbreak Nino says, I wish it was like that, but it's not. And I want guys to aware.
Just a disclaimer, I'm a heterosexual male, but I know myself and I know my boys and I know how we rock.
Wait, what? Who are the boys and how do they rock? I feel like it's weird to start out by saying just a disclaimer, I'm a heterosexual male. I'm not really sure what is going to follow this, but I think it says how I would keep a man with money. So he's going to put himself in the woman's shoes and see personally how he would keep himself, because he is the breadwinner according to him.
Would want to keep a woman around long term. So if I was a woman in 2021 and moving forward, how I would keep a man with money, looks, or status is so simple.
How would you do it?
Was allow a man to lead. Say for instance, he was like, yo babe, I'm gonna pick you up at 5 o'clock, we're gonna go here at this time, get ready. I would let him do that because that would show me that he has the right qualities I'm looking for long term. Provide, protect, and lead. The #2 thing I would do is I'd be
provide, protect, and lead. Those are the 3 qualities you want in a man. You want him to provide for you with all the money he has. You want him to protect you from other predators in the wild, because you are the alpha male and you should be able to rip their throat out with your big scary alpha teeth. Protect, provide, and I forgot the last one. But you guys know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
What are the 3? Provide, protect. I forgot what the last one was. Wait, say that again.
Provide, protect, and lead.
Lead, okay.
be considerate. So if he's hungry or if his room's dirty or his house is dirty, I clean it and cook for him because that will show him that I'm a supportive woman, which is very important long term, and I'm not combative. #3 thing I would do is I'll fill his desire. So what I would do is I wouldn't do it too quick because then he'll take it for granted, but I wouldn't do it make him wait too long because then he'll become resentful. So I would make him wait till like the 2nd or 3rd date, and when
he like rambles on and then I kind of space out off to the side and then I pop back in and I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about because he just starts throwing around numbers and like he kind of talks in circles. But I'm confused because I haven't seen his girlfriend yet. I assume has to be in a super happy relationship. I mean, I will ask him about it when I talk to him, but we'll see how his relationship's going, because I'm sure he's able to keep a woman happy and she's fulfilling him and he's buying her things. Are you currently in a relationship right now?
Nah.
When would your last relationship be?
Well, I had a couple situationships like a couple months ago. Never like a boyfriend girlfriend type of thing. Just
okay.
Situations. What's that thing that Jada Pinkett Smith used? I think.
Oh. Yeah. I forgot what the word was.
You gotta cook that a little longer. It's still cold. But yeah, I'm listening.
How did that whole thing end, and what was the situation there?
The last situation I had that was pretty serious. The reason why I ended is simply because I've realized in my life that every single time I try to initiate a relationship, it never works out. And I've done it probably like 3 times in my life. The reason why I don't do it. And Oh, that's perfect. And then this time, I was like, okay, maybe I should do it again because, you know what I'm saying, she thinks I'm just banging other girls and stuff. So I'm like, nah, like, I'm serious, you feel me? And so this time I did it, and she was telling me, like, oh, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, I'm still stuck on my ex or whatever and stuff like that. And so, yeah, you know, I'm still stuck on my ex or whatever like that. So, you know, I just basically was just like, all right, whatever, it's cool. And then she kept blowing me up after, like, consistently, like, saying, yo, I'm sorry, you know, saying all this weird stuff that was, it seemed like condescending in a way. And so then I was like, I literally at the end just told her, like, yo, you're not even that cute, just leave me alone. And then after that, she just deleted me and blocked me on everything. And
Right now, as a single dude on the prowl looking for ladies, what's your strategy now? Or do you just wait? Are you just waiting for someone to come by because you're not gonna seek them out, or do you go to, you know, clubs and meet people, or, you know?
it's 2021. You don't go to clubs no more to get girls.
Oh, there's no clubs. Okay.
My advice to guys, though, would be don't even worry about trying to look for girls. Worry about focusing on your purpose in life and building yourself, because once you do that as a man, the women will come to you.
Modern women sabotage the average.
Ladies, you're sabotaging your relationships.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
I know it's a big claim.
He said, I know it's a... Play that back. Play that back, Joe.
I know it's a big claim to make, but I'm going to explain to you why. Majority of you women don't even understand the power of your mind.
The majority of you women watching, I know how you guys are. The majority of you don't understand the power of your mind. And that's an empowering statement Nino's throwing at you. He's telling you guys that you are...
There's a reason why the majority of the billionaires in the world and successful people in the world who are at that top 1% are all men. Because men understand our mindset.
Yes. It's not because historically men make more than women, even based off of every industry of work. Not just the fact that, you know, more women are stay at home, but in every industry, men make more than women. That's not why, you know, billionaires happen to be men who are able to rise to the top. It's because women are sabotaging their relationships because men have more... I kind of lost myself, but men are billionaires because they're better than women, I guess is what Nino's saying, which, you know, makes sense, right, guys? Because there couldn't be any, you know, systematic factors that might change that. It probably is just the fact that naturally men are better leaders, you know? And I guess according to Nino, he would say that white men, if you're white and you're a man, those two factors would make you more of a natural leader because the billionaires also happen to be white men. So that's not what I said. I'm just inferring based off of what he said.
What you think and what you say to yourself becomes your reality.
I will have big ass. I will have big PP. I will have 6-pack abs. I will have nice white teeth. This manifestation stuff is so easy, bro.
Most of you women have a negative mindset.
Yeah.
So you are trying to prevent the bad from happening. But what you don't understand about how the human mind works is it's not about what happens to you in life. It's about how you react to it.
It's not about what happens to you in life. It could not matter less. Anything that happens to you does not matter. It's about how you react to it.
In my opinion, women cheat more and are more promiscuous. And I'm going to give you my reasons why. Number one, lie. The reason why men in studies or in anything or in society are seen as more cheaters is because men can take accountability and we don't mind exposing the truth, because in society, technically, a man who's promiscuous or is a cheater or whatever is not really bad. For a woman, it is.
Oh,
that is her everything.
yeah.
Her reputation is everything. Okay? Number two, selfishness. A man can just be established with a woman and be like, yo, we just gonna be smashing and we're okay. If a man has a side chick, she's eventually gonna expose your ass because women are selfish, bro, okay? And it's a competition with them. Number three, accessibility. Because men are so driven because of testosterone, we are so willing to want to have fun more, that women have all...
He keeps talking and I'm trying to think and listen to what he's saying, but it's not like going into my ear, you know?
Why is it that even beautiful women, bad bitches, are single today? It's simple. Feminism. Feminism taught you one that you a queen, you God's gift to this earth, you the prize. No, the fuck you ain't. No, you ain't. You ain't a queen. You ain't never gonna be my queen because you ain't my mother. You don't love me unconditionally. You love me under conditions. And the problem is that I'm a man. I'm a leader. I'm the toxic asshole guy. The tool, right?
I'm the jerk. I'm the guy who treats you like crap. I'm the dude who doesn't, give you respect because, you know, you deserve respect in a relationship. I'm the guy who locked you out of his house because you didn't pay for your meal at dinner, and now I'm the bad guy.
You expect me to take care of you, right? When we go out, I pay for it. You good. We go to the store, here, get some shoes. You good. I got you. But when I tell you to do something, do it. That's the problem. Don't expect me to chase you and beg you and get on my knees, bro. I'm not submissive. I'm dominant. Then you go be with the nice guy and you end up cheating on him or leaving him because he's weak. He don't make you feel nothing. He don't blow the back. That's the problem.
You know, it's worth taking out the factor if he happens to not, you know, in Nino's words, blow out your back, if he does give you, you know, nice human respect and treats you like a good person, maybe. So I feel like what happened to Nino here might have been that he was with a girl and he, you know, gave her all the money in the world, but the moment that she didn't bow down and treat him like a king, he broke it off with her because he was mad that he wasn't getting the respect he deserves. You know, we'll figure that out in the interview, but that's sort of what it seems like to me.
Hold on, let me get this straight. Women want equality? I'm the queen. I'm the prize. A man should take care of me and provide for me. Happy wife, happy life. I have a kid with somebody else. It's not your kid, but if you're a real man, you provide and take care of us. You'll accept me for who I am. If I did everybody on the block.
I feel like I'm watching someone lash out their own insecurities and past issues with their relationship. Like, he's acting out something that happened to him, but making it seem like he was the victim in the situation. But it's kind of odd because I just am hearing like his AC in the background in his empty apartment. That looks like he's not really the breadwinner of the relationship. Just from what I can see, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying, according to him.
You should still love me, because I'm a high value woman. I'm a bad bee. Oh, I bet. So you want me to provide and take care of you? All right? Can you at least, you know, cook and clean for me? You can cook and clean for yourself. Ain't you maid? I mean, you want me to provide and take care of you.
This is the classic argument I see when I see people on TikTok try to argue for, you know, things that don't make sense. You make up a person, and then you fight that invisible person. This is what he's doing here, you know? This is something that nobody has ever said to him. But, you know, he goes in and he says, this is what they say, and then they say they want equality? Well, you don't get equality because you know, want me to give you all this stuff.
Thank you to all the love. I'm very thankful, very grateful, very appreciative, and I give God all the glory and credit. To the people giving the negative comments, to the positive ones, it all matters.
It looks like they're all negative according to this, you know? And everyone's making fun of him for not having a curtain rod because it's just sort of like taped up to the side of his window. You know, you get a lot of TikTok comments. You have to deal with a lot of people, you know, bashing heads with you.
Instagram too, yeah.
How does that make you feel, and how do you like cope with that kind of stuff?
Honestly, it comes with the territory. Like, I just feel like I was prepared for this and I was made for this. Like, to me, it's nothing. Like, because at the end of the day, if you look at every celebrity, every successful person, there's a reason why, like, you see LeBron, he's the most hated, you know, basketball player because, or athlete, period. Like, he gets the most hate tweets. You know, Drake, Kanye West get the most hate tweets. That's why a lot of these celebrities put limits on their don't put limits on their comments because people just spam them with negativity. But like, you have to understand something. This is something that I learned just from studying celebrities is that, and like knowing I would be prepared to be in that next phase because I believe in the next 5-10 years I'll be the #1 music recording artist on the planet and a billionaire. And
shameless plug, follow me on SoundCloud, Heartbreak Nino. Thank you, appreciate it, all the love.
So he has a SoundCloud. He's a musician. So this is where I want to get next is that he has a song. Let's see right here. His new song, Bet.
Bet she been thinking about no one but me. I slide in the pussy and hit it for free. She know I'm the nigga that she really need. I'm here, she dripping right down to her feet. I bet she been thinking about no one but me. I know these little niggas ain't trying to compete. You know when she with me, she never gonna leave. You trying to fix something that can't be complete. Let's get it.
When you single-handedly beat cancel culture because you don't think all women are queens, the prize or God's gift to earth. We are human, baby. Heartbreak Nino is here to stay. So does he think he beat cancel culture as like a whole idea? Does he think that no one can get canceled anymore because he like single-handedly beat it? But I feel like he has to have a career in order to beat it. I guess he has a second song. This song, This Life.
This life is more than me.
house looks pretty dark and alone, but let's listen to a song and see what we think. This song is called Bet. Oh, it's got a lot of views. He's got 131,000 views. So it's basically the same beat he bought online, just looping with just an 808 and a drum kit and like the same little melody playing over and over again. It's an interesting choice, but you know, there's not much to go off here. It's just the same flow, I guess, for 2.5 minutes and the same exact beat on loop. Yeah, it looks like people aren't really into it, you know? And he happens to have only about 2,000 likes, which means that he most likely paid for the listens, because the first website I could find, you could pay $1 for 500 SoundCloud plays. So if I want 100,000 SoundCloud plays like Heartbreak Nino has, it would cost me about $30 here. And it seems like every comment is negative, which means that we don't really have a hit single here. We just have someone who paid for some views, and then the rest of the people are TikTok haters. And the fact that he only has 6,000 followers, it's not looking good for him. The fact that he only has 300 comments on a 100,000 played song does not ring a organic following from me. I want to know what your plan is for the next, you know, upcoming years with music. I know you just released a couple songs on SoundCloud. What's the plan to get to the top, you know, from here? What do you think you're going to do that's going to make you stand out from the others?
I already had the talent. I already had the charisma. I already had the look. I already had the confidence. I already had the product. All I needed was the eyes. Because I think what really separates me from other artists is not necessarily that I'm the most talented, but it's because of my mind. Like, I manifested all this. I was literally talking to my cousin about this, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna do TikToks, and I just started doing them, and they just kept rising and rising and rising. And I was telling him, like, I didn't plan to do it like this. I planned to, like, you know, I planned to make music, do my TikToks to a point where I gained like a big fan base, and then I was just gonna start promoting my music. Very blessed, and I give God all the glory and credit.
Who are some of your inspirations right now when it comes to music?
Pretty simple. Drake.
Do you produce on your own right now, or have you just been rapping over some stuff that you find, you know, buy beats online, find producers?
Yeah, other producers. Yeah, I don't produce. I just record, mix, and master, and write.
Top of the charts, billionaire. What are you gonna do once you're up there? What's your plan to, you know, change the world? Heartbreak Nino, top of the world.
The floor plan from there is own a lot of real estate, and then eventually move into doing movies, and really just kind of like in between movies, like acting. Once I retire as the #1 selling music recording artist of all time, my goal is to start doing acting and just be a full-time parent for my future kids. You know, my whole 20s, I grinded, got to where I wanted to be in life, and now my 30s and 40s, you know, just being a father and being an actor.
Are there any actors that you specifically look up to, or movies that made you want to get into acting?
I think there's a lot of actors I like, but I just feel like it's not like with music. Like music, I know exactly the type of people that like I wanted to emulate. But in acting, I feel like when I come, it's just gonna be a whole different vibe, because I feel like there's nobody like me. And that's not to be arrogant, but what I mean, like I don't see any mixed race actors that are like #1 like that I can be. I feel like I haven't seen that. But if I had to just talk about just pure skills, I would say Leonardo DiCaprio.
So yeah, I hope that the interview goes well. Maybe I'll make a little song of myself talking about how I'm the next big alpha boy, and we'll see how it goes. Hey, thanks for talking. Let the people know if you want to plug anything, feel free to do so.
Listen to Nick's newest SoundCloud song, File, whereas 1 million plays that I definitely did not pay for. Here is the song. You can check it out and download it in the description below.
Awesome. Thanks so much for talking.
Appreciate it.
Your time.
And I wish you nothing but blessings, and I hope that you continue to go up, and God bless you, man.
Thank you, dude. Thanks for talking. See ya.
See
you. That was interesting.
I'm a short king. When you dominate, I guess it's disrespecting. They're just jealous cause my being my finessing. Be submissive and you won't be second guessing. I am destined for greatness. I rule my partner, she might leave but she just hates bitch. I made a rule around my house that you will cook fish and chicken and steak and make my dish. So I will eat filet.
I can only hope that we learned something today and feel more alpha than ever. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please dominate that subscribe button and make that notification bell submissive. And I will never say that again. At nickisnotgreen for all my socials. You should follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Patreon. Go to the Discord in the description below. Send mail to my P.O. box. It's all down there in the description. Thank you very much. This week's Gamer of the Week is Adrian Pink. If you want to be the next Gamer of the Week, leave a comment down below. Maybe you'll get that epic medal on your chest. Okay, bye.
Karen Joe, I see peanut butter, Riley Lance, Killjoy, Alexa, Selena, Alex Kraft. These are the tier 3 patrons. David Lee, Gabby, and Dakota Makeup. Yeah, and thank you to the